Hi everybody, Pissed Off King on Place here. You want to know why? Let's talk over why and stuff. So I recorded 3 videos right till Tuesday because, well, your boy wants to stream more and stuff, wants to get those watch hours in. And then today, Dax re-uploaded this song here. I've already listened to it, already reacted to it, but with bad audio. I think one of my complaints in the original reaction was the fact that it sounded weird, so maybe this will help change those opinions. Matter of fact, I actually think I didn't like making that reaction, but we're gonna check it out with the original audio. Let's go. I'm not gonna tell you to leave a like. Okay, whatever.
And when you really examine the concept of eternity, one will find that there is no end. Life after death is a concept humans still don't understand.
Life after death is a concept.
How long is eternity? I don't understand. Some say forever, but if it's forever, then when does it come to an end? It's more than a concept, an infinite time that we spend. It confirms that our lives here on Earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent.
It confirms that our lives are a blip of Earth and don't make sense. Like, if there is life after eternity, then like it's kind of, it's kind of a fact, if there is, life at the end of eternity, or after you die, but like it's kind of, he has a point. And also I want to point something out here. I don't really remember much of the song, to be honest. I just saw it once and never saw it again, but whatever.
That we spend, it confirms that our lives here on Earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent. As we get older, it creeps in our mind, the thought of the end and beginning of time. The life that we thought that we lived doesn't matter, approaching the thought that someday we all die. I get confused when I look in the sky. What is this water hitting my eyes? Maybe the rain is the pain and shame that hits Earth when God cries. As we get older, we don't care what we did. It's not the things we receive, but the things we give.
It's not the things we did, but the things we give. And as we get older, what?
It's not the thing God cries. As we get older, we don't care what we did.
We don't care what we did, which is true. We kind of really don't. I don't really care, much about what I did in the past because fuck that shit. And it's one of those things where it's like, is this all going to mean anything at the end? Is, there going to be life after death? Let's go.
It's not the things we receive, but the things we give. We try to go back to the time we were kids, but those shoes no longer fit. And then we finally realize that everyone dies, but not everyone lives. So I'm taking a chance. I'm living my life in the moment and not in a future that's not in my hands. I'm
living my life in a future that's not what?
I'm living my life in the moment and not in a future that's not in my hands.
Not in my hands. Phone, I think.
Giving my time to the people who love me for everything that I am. I'm living my life in reality, not for a post that they'll tap when they open the gram. I'm doing
and not for a post that
thing that I am. I'm living my life in reality, not for a
I'm living my life in reality, not in a
post that they'll tap when they open the gram.
A post when they open the gram, Instagram, which it's kind of most people nowadays just seems like they live their life off of Instagram, and it's not just people in general. It's like scammers. It's just it seems like nowadays like everybody lives their life off of the gram.
Everything that I am, I'm living my life in reality, not for a post that they'll tap when they open the gram. I'm doing whatever it takes. I'm not gonna dwell on my past mistakes. I'm bridging the gap between my dreams.
I'm not gonna dwell on my past mistakes.
And what I see while I'm awake, they say leave it up to fate. Well, fate favors those who take. Cause if eternity's forever and all this is temporary, why wait? Humanity's lost. We obsess the price of material things, but at what cost? Then treat time like currency and spend it for applause because
then spend time on currency like it's applause. Like time technically is kind of money at this point. Time is money for most people. Like I try to make time for like myself, like I try to just this YouTube stuff, like just make time outside of it. Like if you join my Discord, you'll see me playing like Spider-Man like and stuff to just pass the time. Like time is money.
At what cost? Then treat time like currency and spend it for applause, because we think that life is just a game we can turn on and off. We build, we break, renew, replace. We 9 to 5 and count the days for 40 years till 65, then live off what our pension pays. We fall in line as mental slaves. Our bodies work, our minds are caged, and that's why people say the richest place you'll find is at the graves, full of hopes and dreams that people never chased, full of feelings that we felt but never got to say. All the thoughts inside our heads that we kept stored and locked away. As our age increased and we got old and everything decayed, and when we finally realized that our whole lives was not a game, and that time was a commodity that we could not regain, and that we were in
time was a commodity that we cannot regain. That line just changed my whole opinion on the song, like, you know, or in general, like we all take time for granted, I feel like.
Everything decayed, and when we finally realized that our whole lives was not a game, and that time was a commodity that we could not regain, and that we were in control and there was no one else to blame, is the day that we change. It's eternity, no way, no way. Eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity. It's eternity, no way. It's eternity, no way. It's eternity, no way. Eternity, no way.
Sounds like he had that.
What are you doing with your time?
Before it ends, it sounds like he had that chorus, like, you know, for like the beginning part of the song, but it is like a nice bridge, you know, nice bridge structure. The song is like a good structured song in my opinion. I'm not about to the end.
What are you doing with your time?
Yep.
What is your definition of happiness?
I don't fucking know.
Are you giving more than you're taking?
Giving more than you're taking.
And finally, if it were to all end right now, what are you holding on to that you need to let the world see?
Have never. I thought. Okay, hold on. I thought he said.
On to right.
I thought he said, "What are you holding on to?"
Let the world see.
That you need the world to see. Like never. Okay. Yeah, that's like a. That's one of the things, you know. I never really look at time like that, you know. Like I never looked into like getting older and stuff. I never really paid attention to any of that stuff. I guess I gotta take a lesson from, you know, old people and stuff. Gotta take a lesson and stuff, which I always should have, by the way. No offense, if that offends anybody, which I don't even know what does anymore. But I like the song. I like the little bridge and stuff. I like, you know, I like it enough. Okay, I like it enough. I don't love it, but I like it. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea, but I like. It's okay. That's what I'm trying to say. To me, it's okay. It is okay. A-okay. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Really. I remember the fact that I'm going to continue saying I'm pissed off, so I'm going to ask you now to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a like, because that helps push the video out. And please do, because I was not planning to record. I wanted to go to bed like about 30 minutes ago so I can get 30 extra minutes of sleep. But fuck you, YouTube. You screwed over Dax's audio. So with that note, piss off. Good night. I'm going to bed after I'm done editing this. Fuck.